aftermath of WrestleMania 6 last night, and we are coming at you live with a whole hour of sports entertainment from Louisiana. And you won't want to miss this, folks, because some of Raw's top premier athletes will be in action tonight. And after losing the Raw Tag Team titles at WrestleMania last night, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will be looking to redeem themselves against Rhino and Heath Slater in tag team action. And also tonight, The Shield's Seth Rollins will take on The Miz in singles competition. Which one of these WWE Universe fan favorites will come out on top? And to decide the #1 contender to Bayley's Raw Women's title, we will have Banks, Moon, and Bliss in triple threat action. And the new Universal Champion, Finn Balor, makes his way to the ring looking to address the WWE Universe after defeating The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in the main event of the grandest stage of them all last night at WrestleMania. And after several successful Intercontinental title runs, winning the Royal Rumble in January, and defeating The Fiend at WrestleMania, Finn Balor is on top of the world, and nothing can slow the momentum that this top-tier superstar has right now. And what the hell? Chris Jericho making his way to the ring. Such arrogance from the former Intercontinental Champ. Well, Finn's right about Chris Jericho being a bully and thinking that he deserves a title shot when clearly he hasn't earned it. But Finn Balor does not shy away from the competition. And it does not look like he's going to back down from a fight with Chris Jericho. Well, there you have it, folks. Your main event for the evening, Chris Jericho will take on Finn Balor. And if Chris Jericho wins, he will get a shot at Finn's Universal title at Backlash. But ladies and gentlemen, up first, coming in hot after his victory against Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania last night, we have Kevin Owens in action one-on-one with Baron Corbin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Maryville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens.
And Owens has held the IC title since December after he defeated Andrade at Clash of Champions and has defended the title on numerous occasions, showing his willingness to compete and to prove himself over and over again against the likes of Shinsuke Nakamura and others, including at Fastlane when he had to defend the title in a handicap match against The Bar. And up next, one of the most hated men in the WWE today, Baron Corbin, a recent addition to the Monday Night Raw roster. Baron Corbin had some mild success in NXT, never holding the NXT championship. But tonight, he will be looking to make an impression on the WWE Universe. And if he can secure a win over Kevin Owens, he might be able to do just that.
Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin making his way out to the ring. Kevin Owens is going to want to watch out for some of the tactics that Baron Corbin employs. Some might consider it cheating, others might consider it bending the rules. But one thing is for sure is that Baron Corbin will do anything to win, and this match is a huge one for the superstar trying to make a splash here on Raw. And our first pay-per-view event, Raw, will bring you Backlash here in a couple weeks. And we will be keeping an eye out to see who will be the one to face Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. And it is a strong possibility that it could be Baron Corbin if he comes out on top in this matchup. All right, and the ref calls for the bell. Baron Corbin comes out swinging here. But Kevin Owens managing to get the advantage here early on with a clothesline, stiff kick to the back, driving Corbin's head into the mat. Owens stalking his opponent here. Baron Corbin with the counter, a kick to the face there, and a shoulder. And here we go. Kevin Owens gets a kick in there, but Corbin with the counter sends Owens crashing into the ropes. But that doesn't keep Kevin Owens down for long. Both of these superstars here. Owens managed to get the advantage early on in the match, but it looks like Corbin is slowly getting acquainted to Kevin Owens' style here. Oh, and a devastating powerbomb. Sit down into the pin in just a 1 count. Not even close, but it looks like Owens riling up the fans here. And Baron Corbin with the counter. And a back body drop from Kevin Owens. And once again, Baron Corbin with a back body drop of his own here in the WWE Universe, voicing their displeasure at seeing their fan favorite getting beat down by Baron Corbin. Oh, punch to the head. One. Oh, not even a 1 count. Not even close. Baron Corbin's going to have to do more than that and do better than that to be able to put Kevin Owens away. An uppercut from Owens. Here we go. Kevin Owens looking like he's back on top here, but Corbin with the counter, sending Owens back down to the mat. Baron Corbin stomping Kevin Owens in the gut there. Owens can't be happy. And elbow. Corbin sending Owens into the corner, but another counter. And Corbin seems to be holding his own here against the Intercontinental Champ. And a DDT sending Baron Corbin out to ringside here. Kevin Owens following close behind. Missing that punch, but managing to deflect the blow of Baron Corbin. And a hammerlock, looking to send Baron Corbin down. Kevin Owens is going to have to be mindful of the referee's 10 count. And a counter, and a stiff right hand, sending Owens over the barricade into the crowd here, and the fans are on their feet. The fighting has spilled out into the crowd. And Kevin Owens trying to get Corbin back. And it looks like Corbin looking to break that 10 count. Owens close behind here. And here it is, the pump handle neck breaker. Kevin Owens looking to finish it. Can he do it? Can he pull out the victory against this tough opponent? And it looks like he's setting up for the finish. The ref goes down, pop-up powerbomb. And Baron Corbin counters with the Hurricanrana. And Baron Corbin looks to be doing this here. Looks to be setting up for his finisher. The end of days, and that has got to be it. Kevin Owens is done for. 1, 2, and the frustration on Baron Corbin's face. He's going to have to do more. Fireman's carry from Owens. And it looks like Owens is setting it up. He's over. He's had enough of this. And another pop-up powerbomb setting up for the finish. Can he do it? And it's successful. 1, 2, 3, and Kevin Owens has beat Baron Corbin. And what a match. Let's take a look here. Kevin Owens celebrating in the ring. Baron Corbin has to be frustrated here. Oh, what is he doing here? Kevin Owens, watch out. He ducks the clothesline. Kevin Owens is not going to let Corbin get the better of him and knocks him out of the ring. That is your Intercontinental Champion right there. What is Jinder Mahal doing here? Jinder Mahal from SmackDown has attacked Kevin Owens with a kendo stick. What does this mean for the IC champ? What is Jinder Mahal doing here, and how is he going to explain himself? All right, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have our tag team matchup. The OC taking on Rhino and Heath Slater. And Gallows and Anderson here have to be in a rage after losing the Raw Tag Team titles last night at WrestleMania 6 against Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins of The Shield.
All the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 505 pounds, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Of course, that match was the culmination of a months-long feud between the OC and The Shield. We saw an incredible main event at Fastlane that saw all three members of The Shield take on the OC. And a win is what these two guys need right now to stay on top and stay in that #1 contender spot. But they will have their work cut out for them in the form of Rhino and Heath Slater. And you know you're in for a good show when you've got Rhino and Heath Slater in the house, a relatively new tag team on the roster here on Monday Night Raw.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 511 pounds, Rhino and Heath Slater.
Of course, Rhino has been on the Raw roster for some time now, mainly in the Hardcore division when competing for the now defunct Hardcore title. In several matches against the likes of Kane and Braun Strowman, Heath Slater partnering up. And it looks like they are ready to take on Gallows and Anderson here, and a victory over former Raw Tag Team Champions would be just what these two need. And obviously the WWE Universe seems to be behind them 100%. And this is going to be an exciting matchup, folks. Looks like Gallows and Rhino are going to start here. These two massive titans colliding here. And the bell has rung. And right out the gate, Gallows gets the better of Rhino, dropping that elbow down into his chest. And the fans are not happy here. Slater looks like he's over there trying to rally. And a counter. Can Rhino get back in this? And Gallows with a counter of his own, driving Rhino's head into the mat with a DDT. This is not looking good for Rhino and Heath Slater. Going against one of the best tag teams that Raw has to offer in the OC. Rhino tagging the fresh man Slater in, and that is what they're going to have to do to stay on top and even stay in this. Keep the fresh man in. And Slater with a great counter. But nothing that he has done so far has chipped away at the mountain that is Luke Gallows. And there's his opening. Gallows with a suplex. Slater is not looking in good shape here, ladies and gentlemen. A boot to the face. God. Heath Slater is going to be feeling every hit in the morning. Anderson looks like he's itching to get in over there. Gallows may want to make the tag and make that tag soon. It looks like Slater might be able to get the better of him now. And Gallows sending that elbow into Slater's gut. And another counter from Heath Slater, showing some resiliency here. Gets him into the corner. Gallows in a vulnerable position here. And Slater stomping Gallows. Attacking that leg there. And Gallows with the counter. And you gotta wonder if Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are watching this in the back right now, scouting out the potential competition for the Raw Tag Team titles at Backlash. And the tag is made and Carl Anderson is in. And Heath Slater is not looking good. He needs to make the tag and he needs to get Rhino in. This match may be over unless he can make that tag. Here he goes. And the tag has been made. Rhino is coming in here. An elbow to Anderson's face. Sending him into the corner. Anderson with the counter. And his shoulder sends Carl Anderson down to the mat. That counter. There's the counter, and that looks painful. Carl Anderson's chest hitting the ropes there, sending Rhino into the corner, and nailing Heath Slater with a cheap shot there. Rhino taking advantage of the chaos, taking down Carl Anderson. Fighting back. Trading blows, but Rhino with the counter. Oh. The shoulder to the gut there. You gotta wonder what these guys are gonna have to do to put Gallows and Anderson away. Back body drop. Rhino going for the drop kick, but Carl Anderson had it scouted. There we go. Oh no, this could end very bad for Carl Anderson. Rhino looking to set it up. Oh my God, and Anderson jumps over the spear. Stomping Rhino's arm. Taunting the crowd, taunting Heath Slater and Rhino. Come on, Rhino's gonna have to make the tag. Anderson welcoming Slater to come into the ring. And just swatting him away like a fly. Looks like Rhino's down and out at ringside, and Slater's going to be in this all by himself for now. And 1, 2, oh, and that was almost 3. Heath Slater just barely kicking out. Heath Slater showing great ring awareness, and there we go. WWE Universe wants it to happen. This could be it. 1, And Gallows breaks up the pin. Once again, asserting his dominance over Heath Slater. Looks like he's going for the finish here. And this has got to be it. 1, 2. And how is Heath Slater still in this? Heath Slater has been pummeled by both Gallows and Anderson and refuses to be pinned for the 3 count. Heath Slater doing the right thing, getting Rhino back in the action here. They're going to need to keep Gallows separated from his partner. And Rhino sending Gallows out to the ringside. The ref's going to want to watch Carl Anderson make sure that he doesn't get involved. They want things to get out of hand here. Rhino coming back in the ring. And we've got a pinfall here. 1. Not even close. He's going to have to do more than that. He is going to have to do more than that, folks. Oh, and a counter. That was almost bad for Luke Gallows there. And that is all she wrote. Choke slam. Managing to sneak a cheap shot in there at Rhino. Anderson has just been doing some questionable things during this matchup after sending Slater to the outside when he wasn't even the legal man and then pulling that stunt there. And a counter from Gallows. And Rhino manages to stay in this. What's he got? Oh. Stomping Gallows, Rhino getting the upper hand here. Right hand after right hand after right hand. And he just keeps on beating down Luke Gallows. Rhino can still do this. An arm drag from Gallows. But Rhino manages to get him up. Carl Anderson not able to tag his partner. Anderson needs to get in here. Gallows is being beat, and Rhino is setting up for the finish, for the gore here. And he nails it. That has got to be it, folks. 1, 2, 3, and Heath Slater managed to keep Anderson from breaking up the pinfall. What a tag team match, guys. That was incredible. Let's take a look here. And Rhino tossing Carl Anderson. It was an uphill battle and a hard-fought battle, but Heath Slater and Rhino have managed to beat the former Raw Tag Team Champions here tonight, and that will give them a lot of momentum going forward here in the next few weeks leading up to Backlash. We got to see if they will be the #1 contenders for the Shield's tag team titles. That chokeslam looked devastating. Rhino is going to be feeling that tomorrow. That referee not paying attention to Carl Anderson there on the apron. And there you have it, folks.
Here are your
there you
winners,
have it.
Rhino and
the underdogs come out on
Slater.
top tonight against the former tag champs, and the WWE Universe is loving it. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins will be taking on The Miz, and that is coming up next. And Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, let me tell you, they had an incredible WrestleMania last night, an incredible match against the OC. It's been a while since we've seen Rollins in singles action. There he is in the WWE Universe, roaring with approval. Seth Rollins may have lost the Universal title at Hell in a Cell last year, but since rejoining with his former partner Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins has made a huge comeback and now holds some gold with his tag team partner.
Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins.
Of course, the Shield's third member, Roman Reigns, suffered a defeat last night at Mania at the hands of Brock Lesnar. A brutal match, but he is not medically cleared for competition tonight, and it seems that Roman Reigns will be out for some time, so it'll have to be Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose holding down the fort here on Monday Night Raw. And The Miz is going to be in for the fight of his life tonight against this premier athlete. One has to wonder what is going through The Miz's mind right now, getting ready for this match. This is going to be a good one, folks. Both of these superstars, WWE Universe favorites. And The Miz is another new addition to the Raw roster coming here last year from NXT.
And his opponent, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
It's going to be interesting seeing these two superstars one-on-one. Both of them on the NXT roster a few years ago. Seth Rollins making a huge impact here on Monday Night Raw, and The Miz will be looking to do the same. The Miz, unfortunately, not having a match at WrestleMania last night, will definitely be looking to Backlash here in a few weeks. Brought to you, of course, by Monday Night Raw. Both of these superstars on top of their game, and they look ready. They look ready to go, folks. And the confidence The Miz has. Seth Rollins will definitely not be resting on his laurels for this one. All right. Let's get this match started. Referee signaling for the bell, and here we go. Collar and elbow tie-up. Seth Rollins with the wrist lock. Seth Rollins looking strong in the opening moments of this bout. But The Miz coming back with a blow, trading blows here, and another tie-up, and Rollins swatting The Miz away. And The Miz with an early pinfall attempt here. Not even close. A little early for the pin so far. These men looked even coming out of the gate, but it looks like the Miz is getting a little bit of an upper hand, but Seth Rollins coming back. And a counter. Ducking the strike there. The Miz, definitely a future contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Questions about that will remain, however, after the earlier attack on Kevin Owens by Jinder Mahal. We'll have to see how that plays out in the coming weeks, but that will not change the fact that The Miz is definitely in that group of athletes. And The Miz dragging Seth Rollins over to the ropes. Both these men have great technique. Both of them are great in-ring and out of the ring. And Rollins seems to be getting the upper hand here. He's got The Miz in the hold, going for the pin, and not even a one count. It is still far too early. And The Miz dropping Rollins on his back. Rollins with a counter. Both of these men just countering each other's maneuvers. Rollins sending The Miz out onto the apron, but bringing the action back into the ring here. The Miz may be a future IC champ, but Seth Rollins has held the title on at least one occasion. Of course, that was back when Rollins and Dean Ambrose were at odds with each other before they had reformed the Shield in the... a devastating super kick, but The Miz still managing to kick out. And a headlock here from Rollins. You're going to have to wonder if The Miz can break the hold here and get to his feet. It does not look like it. Rollins looks like he's setting up for the finish here. This does not look good for The Miz. And here we go. Curb stomp. Good night. 1, 2. And how did The Miz kick out of that? What resiliency The Miz has, taking a curb stomp. Not a lot of superstars can say that they've kicked out of one of those. Seth Rollins with a standing moonsault. Very impressive athleticism here. And The Miz working that arm. You have to wonder if he's thinking about the submission hold here, but I may have spoken too soon. It looks like Seth Rollins has the submission hold locked in. Is The Miz going to tap? He's right there next to the ropes if he can reach out. But The Miz manages to break the hold here. And Rollins rolls out to ringside. And The Miz misses that punch as Rollins comes in. And the pin. 1. Seth Rollins kicking out at 1. On the counter, Seth Rollins getting to his feet. And a devastating kick to the face, and that could be the end for The Miz here. Seth Rollins climbing the top rope, and the counter. The Miz knew that Rollins was going for that frog splash, and here we go. Seth Rollins managing to counter. How on earth? If The Miz would have gotten that, it would have been over. Seth Rollins working that hold again. The headlock. But it looks like The Miz is still hanging in there. He is definitely feeling this, though. And a 2 count. The Miz kicks out. Seth Rollins going back to that. Just methodical. The Miz doesn't even have a chance to retaliate here. And The Miz getting to his feet. And the WWE Universe is roaring. Can The Miz do it? Can The Miz come back in this? Can The Miz beat Seth Rollins? Rollins with the counter. Oh. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That has got to be it. Seth Rollins. And that ripcord knee. And The Miz is out cold. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, The Miz still managing to kick out, and Seth Rollins is getting frustrated. I do not think that Seth Rollins knew what he had to go up against tonight. The Miz showing that he can hang with some of the top dogs here on Monday Night Raw. And the counter. Miz sending Rollins to the corner. Oh, and a DDT off that second rope. The Miz setting up. This doesn't look good. And the figure 4 leg lock is locked in. Is Seth Rollins gonna tap out? He manages to reverse the figure 4. What is The Miz doing here? Oh, The Miz is using the ropes. The Miz has gotten desperate here. We don't normally see that kind of behavior out of The Miz, but Seth Rollins really has to be giving him a run for his money. Stiff right hand. The Miz sliding down Rollins back with the counter. Clotheslining to the corner. Seth Rollins taking the hit. Ref broke that up, it looked like, going for the pin here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Rollins. That boot to the face. Could have broken Rollins' nose there. Here comes The Miz. And it's done. Rollins jumping right back up. Getting a sudden burst of energy there. And Rollins, and a kick to the face. 1, 2, 3. And Seth Rollins comes out on top. What an incredible match that was. And let's take a look at some of the highlights here. These two superstars are on top of their game. The Miz countering that frog splash. Managing to hang in there. What a match, ladies and gentlemen. And that kick to the face is what sealed the deal there. And of course that ripcord knee earlier on in the match. Looked like The Miz was out cold, but managed to kick out just
Here
before
is your
3.
winner, Seth Rollins.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some more matches coming at you here. You don't want to miss these. And still to come tonight, the main event, Finn Balor versus Chris Jericho. But first, we have the #1 contenders match to see who will challenge Bayley at Backlash. And Sasha Banks is really going to be wanting to win this match after her loss last night. And we got a former Raw Women's Champion in the house. In fact, all 3 of these women are.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
And Alexa Bliss is one of the greatest Raw Women's Champions we have seen. Of course, she had a huge match with Bayley a couple years ago at WrestleMania. Managed to retain the title, but later would lose it to Bayley at Backlash. And it could be poetic here if she manages to get it back this year at the same event. And of course, another former champ here in Ember Moon. Winner of the Mae Young Classic a couple years ago. And it's been a while since Ember Moon has had the title, but she is just as serious of a contender as ever. Especially in a triple threat situation, Ember Moon thrives on that kind of chaos.
And her opponents. First, from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
And ladies and gentlemen, this triple threat match is going to be a good one. It has been some time since we have seen this much talent in one ring here on Raw. It is not every night that you see these kind of superstars compete at this level. And of course, Sasha Banks, who lost her title to her former friend, Bayley, last night at WrestleMania.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
And Sasha Banks turned on her friend Bayley after Bayley had won the Women's Royal Rumble in January. Sasha Banks, of course, feeling inferior to Bayley and like she's stuck in Bayley's shadow. Both women holding the women's tag team titles last year. And, some might say that Sasha Banks was the reason they lost it. Sasha doesn't appear to view it that way. Here we go, guys. This is it. One of these women will face Bayley at Backlash. And it looks like Alexa Bliss and Sasha going after each other. These two have collided on several occasions. Ember kind of hanging back, but now getting a part of the fray here. And the counter from Ember Moon. Alexa Bliss now kind of hanging back, but Ember Moon is not going to allow that. Ember Moon gets the submission locked in. And Sasha Banks keeping a watchful eye on these two. And taking advantage, stopping Alexa Bliss while she's down. Ember Moon sending Sasha Banks rolling to ringside. And now it's just Alexa Bliss and Ember Moon. Which one of these superstars is going to come out on top? Alexa Bliss gaining momentum here in this triple threat matchup. And Sasha Banks doesn't even have to be pinned to lose out on this title opportunity, so she definitely does not want to be incapacitated for too long here. And Alexa Bliss breaking up the carnage between Ember Moon and Sasha Banks. Suplex. Ember Moon stretching out there, but Bliss was right behind her. And once again, Alexa Bliss gaining a little bit of traction, but Ember Moon sends her to the apron and focuses her attention back on Sasha, but it looks like Alexa Bliss is unfazed. Alexa Bliss going for behind Ember Moon's knee there. Sasha Banks. Bliss is incapacitated, and Sasha Banks looks like she may be able to come out on top here, motivated by her anger and her hatred for Bayley. Ember Moon slowly gaining the upper hand here, but Alexa Bliss coming back into the ring to surprise both of them. And it looks like she's got the submission hold locked in. Is she going to tap? Sasha Banks gets out of the submission hold here. And Alexa Bliss with the counter. Ember Moon close behind Alexa here, looking to take advantage. DDT to Sasha Banks from Alexa Bliss. Ember Moon with the counter. Ember Moon sending her into the turnbuckle. This is it. Oh, Alexa Bliss manages to counter Ember Moon's signature. And once again, oh, and Alexa Bliss. Ember Moon cannot land that move. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, third time is the charm, Ember Moon. But Sasha Banks is right there waiting. Ember Moon rolls out of the ring. It may come down to these two, Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. Sasha showing why she is a former women's champion. That kind of tenacity. A 2 count, not able to pull out the win quite yet, but this could be it here. And Sasha Banks looking to end it, and Ember Moon breaks up the pin. Sasha Banks and Ember Moon fighting over who's going to be able to pin Alexa Bliss here. And Alexa looks like she's down for the count. And Sasha Banks looking to set this one up and earn that title shot. And the Banks statement is locked in, but Ember Moon counters in a pin, and this is it. 1, 2. But Sasha Banks manages to kick out Alexa Bliss back on her feet. She throws Ember Moon out to the apron. Goes right for Sasha Banks. Ember Moon is out of the ring. And a hip toss there from Alexa Bliss in the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Can Alexa Bliss do this? Can Alexa Bliss? It looks like Sasha Banks is able to counter and get out of harm's way there. Bliss is not giving her any breathing room, and it looks like Ember Moon is back in the equation here. And there it is, Ember Moon sneaking back in, taking advantage of the chaos, and here she goes, 1, 2. But Alexa Bliss manages to kick out. What does Ember Moon have to do? Sasha Banks at the ringside, it doesn't look like she's getting up. And Ember Moon shows her strength and tosses Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks back in the ring. Ember Moon anticipating. But Banks getting the better of her. And this has got to be it. 1, 2. And Ember Moon refuses to give up. Banks looking to lock in the Banks statement once again. Bliss breaking the hold. And Bliss goes for the cover. 1, 2, but not quite. Not there yet. Sasha Banks rolling out of the ring. And Alexa Bliss almost taking advantage of the damage done to Moon by Sasha Banks, but there it is. And Bliss looks like she's won it. This is it. And your new #1 contender to Bayley's Raw Women's title is Alexa Bliss. And look at how Bliss was able to pull this off, blocking several attempts at Ember Moon's signature maneuver. Ember Moon finally nailing it, but Sasha Banks not allowing her to take advantage of Alexa Bliss being out. Sasha Banks with that Banks statement, and Ember Moon to the counter with that pinfall, but it looks like Bliss is the one to pull through.
Bliss.
And that is it, folks, right there. This is the woman that will face Bayley at Backlash, and that is going to be a hell of a match. All right, the time is here. Chris Jericho, Finn Balor, one-on-one. Chris Jericho, if he can manage to win this, will have a shot at the Universal Championship, a title he has not yet held in the WWE. Listen to the animosity from the WWE Universe.
Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 227 pounds, Chris Jericho!
Chris Jericho, of course, a former Intercontinental Champion himself. This is his opportunity. He managed to bully his way into this match. Let's see if he can pull it off and be the one to face Finn Balor. Now that The Fiend has been out and vanquished, and it does not look like he'll be coming back anytime soon, Jericho may be the man to challenge Finn Balor next if he can pull out the victory tonight over Raw's top superstar. And here he is, the man that defeated The Fiend Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, ending his streak. What a match that was.
And his opponent, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Finn Balor!
Finn Balor, the first WWE superstar to win the Royal Rumble from the #1 spot, has seen so much success in the past year or two, holding the IC title on multiple occasions, and now at the top of our industry as the Universal Champion. And tonight, if he loses this match, he will have to defend that title against Chris Jericho at Backlash. We will have to see if Finn Balor has what it takes to beat Jericho after an intense match, a grueling match, an impressive main event last night. You gotta wonder if it's left Finn Balor tired and beat and broken. But it looks like Finn Balor's demeanor is unchanged, and he looks ready to take on Chris Jericho. Two of Raw's top athletes here in action. Up next. Jericho looks ready. Finn Balor looks determined, and the ref calls for the bell. And the collar elbow tie-up. Chris Jericho gets the wrist lock, and the WWE Universe cheering him on, trying to motivate him. Chris Jericho showing his dominance here, but it doesn't last long. Or does it? Chris Jericho slapping Finn Balor, what disrespect. But Finn rallies. Chris Jericho has never had a shot at the Universal title before. And Finn Balor looking to keep the action in the ring. Suplexing him back inside from the apron. Finn Balor fueled by the crowd's cheers here. Finn Balor managing to keep up with Jericho despite the match last night. But Jericho stomping the champ. An arm drag. Finn Balor dragging Jericho into the corner here. And Chris Jericho looks like he does not know where he is, folks. Finn Balor going for the cover. It's a little early. Chris Jericho is still far from out of this. And the counter. And a drop kick. Finn Balor getting back up, but Chris Jericho staying alive in this matchup here, getting Finn Balor to his feet. And Finn Balor manages to get out of the way at the last moment. And here we go. The WWE Universe. Anytime Finn Balor gets into the ring, the WWE Universe is pleased, delivering high-octane matches. And Finn Balor setting it up. And Finn Balor is taking a chance here, going to the top rope. Here we go, the finisher. And that's it. That is it. Chris Jericho is done. How did he manage to kick out of that? Jericho refuses to lose. He refuses to let this opportunity fade away right in front of his eyes. And it looks like he is going to lock in the walls of Jericho. Is Finn Balor going to tap out here? Can Chris Jericho make the Universal Champ tap out? But no, it looks like Finn Balor has counted it into a pin. 1, 2. And just barely, Chris Jericho manages to hang in there. And a counter. Chris Jericho getting back some of the momentum he'd lost there. And that arrogant attitude, the nobody but myself mentality that Chris Jericho embodies. And Jericho, such speed and athleticism. And the WWE Universe is not enjoying their champ being demolished like this, but it looks like he's coming back, and it looks like Finn Balor is back in this. And he sets it up. That's got to be it. Can he put him away? And Finn Balor has done it. Chris Jericho has been beaten, and he will not be facing the champ at Backlash. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights here. Finn Balor setting up that devastating drop kick into the corner, hitting his finishing maneuver. But Chris Jericho managed to kick out at the very, very last millisecond. It looked like he might have won with that Walls of Jericho, but Finn managed to shift the momentum in his favor into that nice little pinfall attempt. Chris Jericho cannot be happy, but Finn Balor is going to be celebrating tonight after the show, because he just eliminated one more person from the running. And there you have it, folks. Thank you for tuning in tonight on our season premiere of Monday Night Raw. Don't forget to tune in next week. We got some exciting matches planned, and Finn Balor has done it here tonight, folks.